Oh, that was my shoe.
Ooh, purple. I did order green, but now I kind of wish I ordered blue. So this one has a really small brushless motor. It's like thumb size. 4,500 kV. It's a 2440. It's a small car with small wheels. It should be plenty. By the way, we're gonna test this on the stock lithium-ion battery, a 2S LiPo battery, and a 3S LiPo battery. It's not 3S rated, it's 35 amp though, we should be okay. This is a smaller motor though. It's got tough plastics, yet still very pliable. A metal upper chassis brace, servo saver, A and D hinge pin blocks. We've got foam front bumper, rear diffuser. It does have tail lights. The tires don't feel like they have foam in them. You really don't need that with these. They don't feel super grippy. Those lights look like they might be cool, just really funky looking the way that it's set up. The one thing about Tsuchiyu or whoever really actually makes these cars, they make this amazing platform, but they put friction shocks on it. Every single one of these has friction shocks. Now maybe they're smarter than me and know what they're doing, but I just feel like most people would be willing to pay an extra $10 for shocks that are oil filled. I also recently just reviewed this other Tsuchiyu JJRC friction shock, but you'd be surprised how well it still handles with those on this car. Keeps it cheaper, I guess, but still, again, we just talked about this. They gave us some silver rotors inside the wheels. They actually look pretty decent. At least they don't have fake calipers on there that spin with the wheel. Foam bumper in the front. It's got a nice springy bumper in the rear. Of course, it's also attached to that diffuser that doesn't move. Does this have a gyro? I wonder if this has a gyro. We're definitely gonna find out. Well, let's go. Definitely does not have a gyro. Oh, that was a lump. Hey, big head, camera, line.
23.
Yeah, I think 23 also. Look at that. 23.
What?
That was high speed. You can slow it down to medium or low. The lights are pretty sweet. Of course, the body does halfway cover the lower beams. And that was the stock battery. Man, this performs really well. I like it a lot. My biggest gripe is that was probably less than 10 minutes. So now we're gonna toss a 2S LiPo in it. Oh, that's why it's only a 1300 milliamp. Usually these are 1500. And that motor is already scorching hot. 3S is gonna cook this thing. We're gonna do it anyway. This battery isn't actually dead, it's at 30%, so it might have actually been temperature shutdown. I feel like it should have been able to go longer than it did, but just letting it cool down for a minute. But it is around 85 degrees out. I bet that got us another 2 miles an hour. The screen is still damaged from a while ago. Truck's okay. Speedometer's gone, but it looks like we got 26 miles an hour. That is a 3 mile an hour difference. There it is, 26. These LiPos just pack a little more punch. Oh, parked it. This one did actually run through the whole battery. Interesting. Burning even hotter than it was earlier, so don't know why. I don't know. You know, something I didn't think about before is these body clip tethers. You don't see it on these cheap cars all that often. So bonus points. Also, I ended up having to super glue half of one of these wheels. This one right here. You know, I'm gonna be honest, the suspension is not really hurting this car that much. And I gotta go get it. It's so stable. It bounces, yeah. And I actually did just add the shims to the springs. So yeah, put some oil-filled shocks on it if you want to. But in my opinion, for the price, it's not hurting anything. This is so cool. And I'm so glad I remembered I saw this parking lot. Can we skip it over the rocks? Oh, no. 38 miles an hour. That's not too bad. Let's see if we can get one more by taking this camera off and reducing the drag. Lots of range on the controller, not having any issues. Oh, still 38. I'm good with that. It's not designed for this battery, so keep that in mind. Oh, that was my shoe. That was full speed. That could have hurt really bad. These are steel toe, or maybe they're composite. Man, I feel like I can jump this one. Yeah, wasn't super graceful, but that was cool. That motor's getting hot. Ooh, battery's out. I'd say she had enough. Oh yeah, she's screaming hot. In fact, it got so hot that it looks like it melted my electrical tape. Not that it takes much to do that. Ooh, ESC is smoking hot too. But yeah, this isn't exactly a 3S ready vehicle, but if you make it 3S ready, it's awesome. The car also comes with these plastic slicks, which are super fun. I love when manufacturers include those wheels. Now, I'm usually one to knock friction shocks, but to me, on this car, with such little travel, they didn't bother me that much. It didn't really seem to affect performance. In fact, it's almost satisfying to watch it bounce just a little bit. Sorta, kinda. Honestly, I thought the same of this, though I definitely would put oil-filled shocks on that one. And I would still put them on this too. It's just that for the price and what it is, I just don't think it's as necessary as other ones. Everything's in great shape. There's no brakes. Even after that hard hit into my steel toe or composite shoe, we did blow out both rear tires, so can confirm there is no foam in there, but you just don't need foam on this car. It's too light. Keep in mind, not only were we drifting it around and wearing the rubber down like crazy, we also ran it on 3S, which the car really isn't designed for. Obviously, it took it pretty well though. There's no cracks on the, well, there's a little tiny bruise, something there. And we got some tire marks on the inside. No brakes on the inside. Now on 3S, we were able to get this to 45 miles an hour. Wheelies like crazy. It'd be so cool to have this slightly bigger motor in this car. Yeah, I'll probably do that. With the smaller tires, it probably won't reach the 45, but that really impressed me. I just absolutely think this is one of the best vehicle platforms under 1/12 scale that you can get right now. They're very well made, they're super strong, flexible where it matters, and they just do what you ask. They do what you want. They're just good. Biggest weakness on them is that the parts have to come from certain websites. One of them's right here. I'll put that in the description too. I don't think I've seen them on Amazon yet, or even Banggood. I don't know that they have parts, or at least not many. Hopefully that's coming, because I feel like these are getting more popular. You can get all of these options in brush if you want them to be even cheaper. If you're interested to see how awesome this thing was, I'll put it right there. Plus there's some other options there and there. Oh, and there's one there also. And I'll have all these videos linked in the description if you're interested in seeing stuff on these, because I also did upgrades on these two. Yes, including oil-filled shocks.